Welcome back to my new video lectures. Myself, Professor Pinkesh J. Patel from the Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. The journey of this college started in the field of engineering and technology as per the guideline of AICTE, that is the All India Council for Technical Education, New Delhi in 2004, and MGTER is approved by AICTE New Delhi and affiliated to GTU, that is the Gujarat Technological University, Ahmedabad. This institute is located at South Gujarat in peaceful and pollution-free environment of the western region of the country. The MGTER aims to provide value-based education. The motive behind to provide quality technical education at people's doorstep at an affordable cost. Not only studious activities, but there are many extracurricular activities like state level tech fest, different sport activities and cultural activity held during the year at MGTER for the overall improvement of the student. So today I will start with the subject of interconnected power system, having a subject code of 2170901 BE 4th year 7th sem. So in the last lecture already we have started with the chapter number 2, that is the power system matrices. So in the last lecture already we have discussed about cut-set matrix and network matrices using singular transformation method, which consists of total of 6 category. First one, that is the bus admittance matrix, then bus impedance matrix, then branch admittance matrix, then branch impedance matrix, loop impedance matrix, and last one, that is the loop admittance matrix. And with the help of one example we have already discussed that 6 category. So today I will start with the flow of the contents, that is the singular transformation method. Second one, that is the formation of Y bus and Z bus using singular transformation, and last one, that is the building algorithm for Z bus formation. So in the last lecture already we have started with the network matrices using singular transformation methods, in which if we will go for the formation of Z bus into Y bus, so as we all know the equation for the voltage in terms of AC circuit, which is given by V is equal to Z into I. So if we will try to rearrange the equation, then this equation that is become I is equal to V by Z. I is equal to V by Z. Now there is a one relation in between Z bus and Y bus, Z that is inversely proportional to the admittance. So we will say that Z is equal to 1 upon Y. So same way here we will write that I is equal to Z inverse V, and Z inverse, that is so instead of Z inverse we will write Y. So we will get the equation I is equal to Y into V. So we will say that Y is equal to Z inverse, or we will say that Z is equal to 1 upon Y. So the required equation for the formation of Z bus into Y bus, that is given by Y bus is equal to Z bus inverse. So this is the things that is regarding to the formation of Z bus into the Y bus. Now we will go for the singular transformation method, which consists of first one, that is the formation of Y bus and Z bus using singular transformation. So the bus impedance matrix that is given by Z bus and the bus admittance matrix, which is given by Y bus of the interconnected network, can be obtained by using the bus incidence matrix, which is given by A, which is related to the variables and parameters of the primitive network quantities of the interconnected network. So from the primitive network already we have derived the equation, that is the first equation I plus J, that is equal to Y into V. So with that equation we will go for the further procedure. So pre-multiplying the both side with the A transfer. So inside the previous equation, that is the I plus J, that is equal to Y V. With that equation we will multiply A transpose A transpose at the both the side. Then new equation that's become A transpose I plus A transpose J is equal to A transpose Y. This is the new equation. Now according to the Kirchhoff's law, that is the algebraic sum of the current meeting at one point, that is equal to 0. So based on that, sum of the current meeting at a node which is given by A transpose I, that is equal to 0. That is already mentioned inside the equation. Similarly, A transpose Z, that is equal to sum of the current sources of element column vector. So A transpose J, that is given by I bus. So now try to put A transpose I, that is in terms of this equation, that is the try to put the A transpose I equation in terms of A transpose J I bus. Then new equation, that is become I bus. Then new equation become I bus is equal to A transpose Y into V, because A transpose I, that is equal to we have assumed that is the 0, and I transpose J, for that we have assumed the I bus. So new equation, that is become I bus, that is equal to A transpose Y into V. Now, if the bus voltage vector is represented by V bus, the complex power S in the network which is given by S, complex power S which is given by power into the network, that is equal to I star bus transpose V bus, that is equal to the sum of the power in the primitive network which is given by J star transpose into V. Therefore, I star bus transpose into V bus, that is equal to J star T, that is the transpose, and V. Now taking the conjugate transpose of the last equation, then new equation, that is become A transpose star transpose J star transpose, that is equal to I bus transpose. That is the we have take the complex conjugate of previous equation of this equation, right? So the new equation, that is become A transpose star transpose J star transpose, that is equal to I star bus transpose. But A is the real matrix, so we will write that A star, that is equal to A star, that is equal to A, that is already right inside the equation. So from the matrix property also we will write A transpose, and having a whole transpose, that is equal to we will write A. So now applying these two conditions inside the previous in this equation, the new equation, that is become I star bus and having a transpose, that is equal to A and J star transpose, because for this term having a only, and J transpose, that is as it is, and I bus transpose, that is as it is. Then new equation, that is become I star bus transpose, that is equal to A J star transpose. Now the new equation, now try to put the last equation in that equation. Now try to put this equation over here. The new equation, that is become A star instead of I bus J I star bus transpose, with that is replaced by A J star transpose V bus, that is equal to J star transpose V. So in that case, this term, that is cancel out at the both sides. Then new equation, that is become V is equal to A V bus, that is written over here. V is equal to A into V bus. Now again try to put the value of V inside the equation of so just try to put the value. Now we will get the answer A V bus, that is equal to B. So try to put the value of this V in this equation. So this equation, that is become I bus instead A transpose Y, and instead of V, that we will write A into V bus. Then new equation that is become I bus that is equal to A transpose Y and V that is replaced by A V bus. So this is the new equation that we will get over here. Then similarly also we write that I bus divided by V bus that is equal to Y bus. So we will write, because here we will get the I bus and here that is the V bus. So I bus divided by V bus that is equal to Y bus. So what about your remaining equation? A transpose Y into A. So this is the required equation for the Y bus. So as per the incidence matrix that is given by A, that is singular, that therefore A transpose Y into A is a singular transformation of primitive network Y. And Z bus can be also determined by Z bus that is equal to Y bus inverse. So we will get the equation A transpose Y A and having a whole inverse. So this is the required equation for the Z bus and this is the required equation for the Y bus. So this is the complete theory for the formation of Y bus and Z bus using singular transformation method. Now we will go for the building algorithm for Z bus formation. So we know that the procedure for the obtaining Y bus or Z bus matrices in any frame of reference require matrix transformation involving inversions and multiplication. This could be very laborious and time consuming process for large system involving hundreds of nodes or buses. So it is possible to build the Z bus using an algorithm when in systematically elements by elements is considered for addition and build the complete network directly from the elements parameter. Such an algorithm would be very convenient for various applications that may be needed while the system is in operation, such as addition of lines, then removal of the lines and change in the parameters. The bus impedance matrix can be directly found by using building algorithm, which is that we will discuss in this lecture. So now we will start with the Z bus building algorithm, having a method of step by step method. So it is a step by step programmable technique which proceeds branch by branch. It has the advantage that any modification of the network does not require completed rebuilding of the Z bus. So if we will go for the building algorithm for Z bus formation, so for that we have to take the there are total of 4 types. So we have to take some assumptions and having some procedure that is given over here. So ZB is added from a new bus to the reference bus, that is a new branch is added and the dimension of Z bus goes up by 1. This is the type 1 modification. Now if we will go for the type 2 modification, so in that case ZB is added from a new bus to the an old bus, that is a new branch is added and the dimension of Z bus goes up by 1. This is type 2 modification. Whatever the old bus and whatever the new bus and what is the ZB, that we will discuss whenever we will go for the individual explanation of the type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4. Third one, that is the ZB connects an old bus to the reference bus, that is a new loop is formed but the dimension of Z bus does not change. This is type 3 modification. Then after fourth one, that is the ZB connects two old buses, that is the new loop is formed but the dimension of Z bus does not change, and this is the type 4 modification. There is a one more point, ZB connects two new buses, that is Z bus remains unaffected. In this case, this situation can be avoided by suitable numbering of buses, and from now onward will be ignored. Now there are some of the notation that we have to be assumed for the building algorithm for Z bus formation. Now Z bus algorithm formation that can be used to find out the current that is flowing through the individual branch. So I and J that is considered as old buses, R that is stand for the reference buses, and K that is stand for the new buses. Now we will go for the discussion of the individual type. In that case, we have to assume IJ that is old buses, R that is reference buses, and K that is stand for the new buses. So now we will start with the type 1 modification. So figure shows the passive or linear N bus network in which branch with impedance ZB is added to the new bus K and the reference bus that is R. So as per the notation of first one, that is ZB is added from a new bus to the reference bus. ZB is added to a new bus to the reference bus. That is the main aim for the type 1 modification. So now we will go for the one figure. So this is the passive linear N bus network having a one bus. Then if we will start from the 1 to n, so up to infinite time, then I and J that is considered as a old bus, where K is considered as a new bus, and R that is stand for the reference bus. So if we will go for the type 1 modification, so in that case we have to connect the ZB. So ZB that is considered as a self that is considered as a self impedance, and that is added in between reference bus and the new bus. And if we will try to find out the voltage across the new bus, that is given by Vk, that is mentioned over here, and the current flowing through the new bus, which is given by Ik. So this is regarding to the passive linear N bus network of type 1 modification. Now we will go for the equation. So if we will go for the Z impedance, so having a equation V is equal to Z into I. So if we will say about the V1 side, so V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus V12 I2 is the second equation. V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2, that is the equation for the Z parameter. So based on that, if we will go for the up to that point, up to 1 to J point, that is considered as a old bus, whereas K that is stand for the new bus, and R that is stand for the new bus. So only changes that is come inside the new buses only. Whatever the ZB that is we have connect in terms of new buses only. There is not any effect inside the old buses. So that's why we will get the equation of Vk is equal to ZBIK. As per the Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So if we will go for the AC circuit, so in that case having a equation V is equal to IZ. So Vk that is stand for the voltage across the new bus, that is given by Vk, is equal to ZB into Ik. Now there is a one more assumption that we have to take on. Zki that is equal to Zik that is equal to 0, because there is not any use of I over here. So value of Z12 Z21 then Z12, all values are 0. Only value of Zkk that is equal to Zb, because in that case there is not any value of impedance that is connected inside the old bus. Only value of impedance that is connected inside the new bus, that is given by Zb. So that's why whatever the new matrix, whatever the new Z bus become, and having a equation Z bus old and only it's having a changes over here, that is the Zb. If we will go for the equation, then equation that is written as Z11 then Z12 up to Z1 and then Z21 Z22 up to Z2n. Likewise there is not if we will go for the final equation, so here Z nk then 2k, likewise zkk, last equation that is the zkk. So only we will get the equation zkk only, because there is not any effect on the remaining parameter. All the parameters of new bus, that is the as similar to the z bus old. So we'll there is only changes inside the equation of zb only. So that's why we will write this equation, that is like in this manner. So this is regarding to the type 1 modification. Now we will go for the type 2 modification. So as per the notation, if we will go for the type 2 modification, so in that case zb is added from new bus to an old bus, that is a new branch is added and the dimension of z bus goes up by 1. This is type 2 modification. So if we will go for the type 2 modification, in that case we have to add one zb, that is the self impedance, inside the one new bus and the old bus. So now we will go for the figure. So figure shows the type 2 modification of passive linear n bus network. So in that case 1 and ij, that is stand for the old bus, k that is stand for the new bus, and r that is stand for the reference bus. So in that case we have to connect the zb. In that case we have to connect the zb across the one new bus, that is the k, and one old bus, that is the j. Across that we have connect the one self impedance, that is given by zb. Now current flowing through a new bus, which is given by ik, whereas current flowing through j, that is given by ij. So after self impedance, whatever the current that is flowing through old bus, which is given by ij plus ik. So this is the total current that is flowing through a old bus, and voltage across the new bus, that is given by vk, that is already shown over here. So this is regarding to the type 2 modification. Now we will go for the some equation. So if we will try to find out the voltage across the new bus, that is given by vk is equal to zb ik plus vj. Already we will get the voltage across the old bus, that is the vj, up to that point vj, that is measured in between from point number j to point number r. So if we will try to find out the voltage across vk, so that is given by vk is equal to zb into ik plus vj. This is the equation that we will get from the figure. So this is the equation for the vk. Now in that equation zb ik, that is as it is, zb ik plus vj, that is stand for the old bus, and old bus having a equation of zj1 i1 plus zj2 i2 plus up to plus. And if we will go for the final equation, then equation that is become plus zjj plus ij plus ik plus zj and im. So if this equation that is reached at the final position, then we will get the equation of like in this manner. So there is a one term that is common in between that ik, and having a one more term, that is ik. So try to rearrange the equation, then equation that is become vk is equal to zj1 i1 plus zj2 i2 plus up to plus zjj ij, because we have tried to over the bracket, then equation that is become, that is as it is, and that is also as it is written over here. Only ik that is common take out from these two terms. So what about your remaining equation ik that is common? So having a two parameters, having a summation zb plus zb plus zjj. So if we will go for the type 2 modification, so only one changes that is come inside the new buses. So z bus new, that is given by, there is not any effect on the z bus old, because we will get the equation of vk, and vk that is the voltage across the new bus. So only changes that is come for the new buses only. So new buses, that is as it is. What about your final equation? So new equation for the vk, that is given by z bus new is equal to z bus old then remaining term that is as it is, only changes that is come at this over here, that is the ZJJ plus ZB only. So this is regarding to the type 2 modification. So from already we have discussed that type 2 and type all the types or Z building algorithm for Z bus formation, which can be used for the find out the current that is flowing to the individual branch. So this is the main aim of the building algorithm for Z bus formation. Now we will go for the Z bus or type 3 modification. So if we will go for the type 3 modification, so based on the notation, type 3 modification, that is ZB connects an old bus to the reference bus. So in that case, new loop is formed, but the dimension of Z bus does not change. So in that case, if we will go through the type 3 modification, in that case we have to connect the ZB in between old bus and the reference bus only. So now we will go for the type 3 modification. So figure shows the type 3 modification. So this is the passive linear n bus network having all three buses, that is the that is given by 1 to n, then I and j, that is stand for the old bus, and r, that is the reference bus. But we will start type 3 modification in the next lecture. So as per today's lecture, we have discussed about type 1 and type 2 modification for the Z bus algorithm, and from that we will go for the having a total of 4 modification: type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4. All 4 category having a different equation for the building algorithm of Z bus. So there are some of the question from the GTU papers which is already asked inside the GTU exam. First one, that is the discuss Z bus algorithm. That is the today whatever we have discussed, that is the discuss Z bus building algorithm. Explain all the types of modification when transmission lines are added between the buses, which is already asked inside the year of 2018 and having a total of 7 marks. So in that case we have to explain all 4 modification. Up to now we have already discussed 2 modifications only. Second one, that is the bus admittance matrix is a sparse matrix. Third one, that is the explain the following, that is the bus incidence matrix and primitive network, that is already we have discussed inside the previous video lectures. Fourth one, that is the explain the properties of Y bus matrix. Fifth one, that is the define the different terms, that is the graph, tree and co-tree, that is already we have discussed inside the previous lecture. Then last one, that is the right steps for formulating of Z bus. So for that having a total of 5 steps, and explain type 1 and type 2 modification, that is already we have discussed inside the today's lecture. So these are the some very most important question that is asked inside the GTU papers, and there are some of the question that is the based on the suggestion, and that we have to prepare for the final GTU exam. So by today's lecture we have discussed about the formation of Z bus into Y bus and Y bus into Z bus, then network matrices having a total of 6 category, and from out of 6 category one of the category that is remaining, so that is already we have discussed by today. Then we will go for the building algorithm of Z bus formation, in which we will start with the first method, that is the step by step method, in which again we have discussed about the type 1 and type 2 modification. So in the next lecture we will start with the type 3 and type 4 modification. Then after again we will go for the Y bus, that is the bus admittance matrix, and we will try to find out the matrix for the Y bus with the help of different method, that is the direct inspection method, then point by point method, then inspection method. Likewise having a total of 3 to 4 methods, so that we will try to discuss in the next lecture. So this is the very most important chapter, and which is always useful for the power system application. Thank you.